Imagine walking across a stage, diploma in hand, ready to conquer the world. It is a moment of pure triumph. But for millions, that piece of paper comes with a hidden weight. A heavy, invisible chain that follows you into your first job, your first home, and your first big life decisions. It's the weight of student loans. Today, we're going to find the key to those chains and map out your path to true financial freedom. For many of us, the dream of a higher education is sold as the ultimate investment in our future. We are told that a degree is the golden ticket to a better career, a higher salary, and a more secure life. And while the data often supports this, the reality of paying for that degree can feel like anything but a dream. It can feel like a mounting source of anxiety, a monthly bill that never seems to shrink, and a barrier to the very life your education was supposed to provide. This is a massive human problem, a quiet weight carried by over 43 million people in the United States alone. But here is the secret. That debt does not have to define your future. Consider the story of two graduates, Leo and Nina. They both left college with the same degree and the same $40,000 in student loan debt. Leo, overwhelmed by the numbers, chose the default standard repayment plan. He paid his fixed amount every month, but as life happened, a car repair here, an unexpected medical bill there, he found himself struggling to keep up. Nina, on the other hand, spent an afternoon early on understanding the rules of the game. She realized her loans weren't just one big lump sum, but a collection of different types with different rules. She navigated her options, chose a repayment plan that matched her starting salary, and even explored forgiveness programs she didn't know existed. Nina didn't have a higher salary than Leo. She had a better map. This is the revelation. Your student loans are not a life sentence. They are a financial instrument with specific terms, multiple paths for repayment, and clear strategies for management. Once you understand the mechanics, you move from being a passive victim of debt to an active manager of your own financial journey. Let's start by identifying the tools in your kit. The most important distinction is between federal and private student loans. Think of federal loans as having a built-in safety net. They are provided by the government and come with unique benefits like income-driven repayment plans, loan forgiveness for public service, and the ability to temporarily pause payments during financial hardship. Private loans, however, are provided by banks or other lenders. They are more like a traditional bank loan. They usually have fewer safety nets, and their terms are much stricter. Knowing which ones you have is the first step in building your strategy. Next, we have to look at the silent engine of debt: interest rates. As we learned in episode 1, compound interest is a magnificent force for building wealth. But when it's attached to debt, it works against you with the same relentless power. Federal student loans currently have fixed interest rates set by Congress, while private loans can have either fixed or variable rates. A variable rate can be dangerous, because it can rise over time, making your debt even more expensive. Understanding your rate is crucial, because it determines how much of your monthly payment actually goes toward the principal, the original amount you borrowed, and how much is just paying for the cost of borrowing. Now, let's talk about the paths forward. Repayment plans. For federal loans, the standard repayment plan is the default. It's like a 10-year straight line to being debt-free. But for many new graduates, that monthly line is too steep. This is where income-driven repayment (IDR) plans come in. These plans cap your monthly payment at a percentage of your discretionary income. If you're just starting out and your income is low, your payment could be significantly reduced, sometimes even to $0, while still keeping you in good standing. This is a powerful tool for maintaining your financial stability while you build your career. But what about the goal of actually reducing that debt? One powerful strategy is to target your loans with the highest interest rates first, a method we called the debt avalanche in episode 9. By paying extra toward the most expensive debt, while making minimum payments on the rest, you minimize the total interest you pay over the life of your loans. Another strategy is to look for public service loan forgiveness, PSLF. If you work for a nonprofit or the government, you can have your remaining federal loan balance forgiven tax-free after 10 years of qualifying payments. It is a massive opportunity that many people miss because they don't know the rules. Managing student debt isn't about a single win or a lucky break. It's about a series of intentional, informed decisions. It's about choosing the right plan for your current life, staying organized, and knowing when to ask for help or explore new options. The jargon can be intimidating, but the principles are straightforward. You are not just a borrower. You are a financial strategist. You have the power to look at your loans, understand the terms, and choose the path that leads to your freedom. This isn't just about a number on a statement. It's about reclaiming your income, reducing your anxiety, and finally building the life your education was meant to support. The invisible chain of student debt is real, but it is not unbreakable. By taking the time to map out your repayment options and understanding the difference between your loans, you're taking the most important step toward shaking it off. That freedom doesn't just change your bank account. It changes your entire outlook on the future. That future is something we are all building, one informed decision at a time. The path to financial clarity is much easier to navigate when we share the maps we've created along the way. Our mission is to tackle the financial questions you're actually asking. Let us know in the comments what practical challenges you're facing, and your idea could shape a future episode. Subscribe and join the conversation.